Most businesses live in a perpetual feast or famine cycle, never knowing where their next client will come from. This lottery mentality creates massive anxiety and prevents you from ever truly scaling. You are going to learn how to map your current income and convert it into predictable, recurring revenue streams. Let's talk about the cash flow mindset. Imagine two business owners, Sarah and Michael. Sarah hustles hard, landing big projects and makes $200,000 in a year. Sounds amazing, right? But every single month, she starts back at zero. She's constantly chasing the next big win, riding a stressful roller coaster of high highs and low lows. Now, there's Michael. He runs a subscription-based business and makes $120,000 a year. On paper, he makes less than Sarah. But Michael wakes up on the first of every month knowing he has $10,000 in revenue already guaranteed. He has stability. He has peace of mind. He can plan for growth, hire help, and invest in his business without the constant fear that the money will dry up. Who's in a better position? Michael's $120,000 is predictable, stable, and sustainable. Sarah's $200,000 is volatile and stressful. This is the difference between a hustle and a system. The goal isn't just to make money, it's to build a machine that makes money for you, predictably. So, a quick question for you. Are you currently running a Sarah business or a Michael business? Be honest. Now, let's map your income. It's time for a quick audit of your earnings to see where you stand. I want you to open a spreadsheet or grab a notebook and list out all your income sources from the last 6 months. For each source, ask yourself, how likely is this to repeat next month without any new effort from me? Then, give it a recurring score from 1 to 5. A 1 means it was a total one-off project, like designing a single wedding invitation. A 5 means it's a fully automated subscription that will bill again next month no matter what, like a software membership. Things like project-based work are probably a 1 or a 2. Maybe you have a client who comes back every few months. That could be a 3. A true recurring model is a 4 or a 5. Be brutally honest with this exercise. The goal isn't to judge yourself, it's to get a clear picture of your current cash flow reality. What does your recurring score tell you? This number is your starting point. So how do we increase that score? Let's explore the 3 main recurring revenue models. The first is subscriptions. This is where customers pay a recurring fee, usually monthly or annually, for access to a product or a community. Think Netflix or a monthly coffee box. The second model is retainers. This is huge for service providers. Instead of doing one-off projects, a client pays you a set amount each month to have ongoing access to your expertise or for a set amount of work. The third model is licensing. This is where you create an asset once, like a piece of music, a photo, a software plugin, or a course, and you license the rights for others to use it, often for a recurring fee. Here's a mini example to make this real. Imagine a freelance web designer who typically charges $5,000 for a new website. It's great money, but once the site is built, the project is over, and she has to find a new client. That's a 1 on the recurring score. Now, what if she offered a $200 per month website care plan? This plan could include software updates, security scans, and a couple of hours for small content changes. For the client, it's peace of mind. For the designer, landing just 10 clients on this plan gives her an extra $2,000 of predictable, recurring revenue every single month. That's $24,000 a year from work that can be largely systemized. She went from chasing one-off projects to building a stable income foundation. Now let's look at digital versus service subscriptions. You need to figure out which model fits your specific skills. Are you a creator, a coach, a consultant, or a service provider? If you provide a service, like a writer, a designer, a virtual assistant, or a marketing consultant, a retainer model is often a perfect fit. You're selling your time and expertise on an ongoing basis. You're shifting from being a project-based hired gun to a long-term strategic partner for your clients. If you're more of a creator or an expert with a specific knowledge base, a digital subscription might be better. This is where you create a digital product, a community, or a content library that people pay to access. Examples include a stock photo membership, a private coaching community, a newsletter with premium insights, or a library of video tutorials. Pause for a second and think. Do your skills lean more toward ongoing service or creating a digital asset that can be sold many times over? Let's dive deeper into one of the most powerful models, the membership framework. A successful membership isn't just about content. It's about combining content with community. People might come for the content, but they'll stay for the community. Content is your library of resources, the courses, the templates, the tutorials. This is the what they get. But community is the connection, the private group, the live Q&A calls, the member-only events. This is the who they get it with. This combination is incredibly sticky. It creates a space where members feel supported and connected, making them far less likely to cancel. Think about it. Could you create a small, private community for your best clients? Could you host a monthly group call to answer their questions? This sense of belonging is a powerful retention tool that transforms a simple transaction into a long-term relationship. Okay, this all sounds great, but doesn't managing all this recurring billing sound like a nightmare? This is where automation and systems become your best friends. Manually sending invoices and chasing payments every month is not scalable. It just creates a new kind of busywork. The key is to use technology to handle the heavy lifting. Tools like Stripe, ChargeBee, or even features within platforms like Kajabi or MemberPress can automate recurring billing. You set it up once, and the system handles charging customers, sending receipts, and even following up on failed payments. This frees you from the administrative headache and lets you focus on delivering value to your members. Your job is to create the value. Let the tech handle the transaction. This is the final piece of the puzzle that makes recurring revenue a true system for passive, predictable income, not just another job for you to manage. Imagine waking up on the first of the month already knowing exactly how much money is hitting your bank account. No guessing, no praying for the next big client, and number 3 AM anxiety. This isn't a fantasy. It is the reality of people who have mastered the art of cash flow. Most people think about money all wrong, chasing the big viral moment instead of building a system. We need to shift from a hustle philosophy to a systems philosophy. In a systems mindset, you work once but earn repeatedly by creating assets. The easiest way to start is by looking at your current one-time projects. Can you convert that $5,001 fee into a $1,500 monthly retainer for ongoing access to your expertise? Predictable income provides the mental clarity you need to make proactive growth decisions. So, to recap what we've covered, we broke down the cash flow mindset, showing why predictable income is more powerful than sporadic high-ticket sales. We walked through how to audit your income with a recurring score. We explored the 3 main models: subscriptions, retainers, and licensing. We also discussed how to choose between a service or digital model and the power of combining community and content in a membership. Finally, we touched on automating the entire process. The key takeaway is this: you can absolutely transform your business from a stressful hustle into a predictable cash flow machine. You just need to shift your mindset and start building systems. If you got any value from this video and want more financial freedom in your life, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.